You've just crossed over into the Brick Zone.
Hello everyone, this is Halo Mega Bloks set number 97069 versus Snowbound Highbase. The set was originally released in 2012, included 438 pieces, and retailed for $34.99. Before I take a closer look, I'm just going to give you guys a view of the base all around in its full height. As the name suggests, it is pretty high. It's more than a foot tall, especially due to those transparent light blue pieces on the top. There's a look of the whole base from afar. Really tall. You need to back up far away to get the whole thing in the shot, so take a closer look right now. So here's a closer look at the base. You can see that there are some stickers on this ramp. For the most part, it looks like one of the bases from Snowbound, like the actual map in Halo 3. I don't think this part is supposed to be open, but I guess they leave it open so you can get in there with your figures and, you know, play around and stuff. It's actually really hollow in there. There's just like nothing in there. No fusion coils or anything. You have another ramp over here. And on this side, there's a little opening, but you really can't fit anything through there since there's like a block in the way. I guess that's where a shield door may have been. There are no shield doors in this set, so it's kind of bizarre. I'm not sure how they would do that anyway. But on the top, you can see that there is a blue team flag. It's been a while since I've played on Snowbound. Well, not really, but a CTF game on Snowbound at least. So I'm not sure if that's where it actually spawns in-game, but in this set, they place it on the top of the base. But I'm sure you could put it inside or in the middle, wherever you want. It's just there right now. And if we zoom out, or if we go up, you can see the very tall spire that extends all the way up. It looks really, really nice. And as blocky and kind of simple looking as this thing looks, you take one look at it and yeah, it pretty much looks like Snowbound. Even if it's not exactly like, correct with the shapes and it's just kind of simplified, you can tell this is Snowbound. It'd be cool if you get two of these sets and just have both of the bases. But overall, I like it. I kind of wish there was more inside of there. Inside the actual base. I'll take a closer look. There's really not that much going on. I mean, there's tons of space, but can't really reach in there very well. And you could probably put stuff in there like weapons and other things. Yeah. Still really like the look of it. And just how tall it is. It's just very tall. So one last look of the whole thing. Just going all the way up there. For figures, you get one red EVA Spartan and one blue EOD Spartan. And weapons include one Spiker and one Mauler, neither of which have any paint job. They just are molded in that plain gray, which looks alright, but you know, once you're used to the painted weapons, these look kind of plain. Both of these figures, you know, they have the clean look to their armor since there's no wash applied. If you take a look on their legs and their feet, they do have the snow effect that's seen with all these figures in this Snowbound theme. So you have the white, you know, kind of cloudy look by their feet and some of the white speckles by their legs. Overall, good figures, but I think I would have preferred a different figure than the EVA, since you can kind of find that in one of the Snowbound weapons packs, but it's alright. One last thing I want to take a look at here is the Mongoose included in the set. It comes in this Arctic theme. I don't think the actual Snowbound map had those, but it is appreciated. I think it looks pretty good. And I just threw in the blue team flag for a closer look of that as well. As you can see the UNSC logo, the eagle, and the top detailing is really cool because you get that skull. It'd be nice to get an oddball piece. But for the Mongoose, or as for the Mongoose, it looks pretty good. And if you guys want, you can put a figure in there. And put the EVA. And maybe put the flag on the back. There is a kickstand on the back for another figure to ride on. And I just put the flag there, but that's what the red EVA looks like driving the Mongoose. And you know, it just rolls around. Looks pretty good. And I guess if you're curious, just take the flag out. Maybe instead of a versus match of playing Rumble Pit or Free For All, maybe these two are just riding around on the Mongoose. So that's what that's what both of them look like on there. Works out. I think it works out pretty well. There's the Mongoose. Here's just another look at the Snowbound base. Some of the other Snowbound themed sets, you know, just put in there. Kind of gives it some more life. And while I'm at it, I'll just go over some things about the Highbase I may not have mentioned earlier. If you guys are aware of the Halo Mega Bloks Battlescapes, they say that you can attach this to that, but I have a couple of those myself, and it doesn't really attach exactly. Like, you have to modify it a bit, and it would involve taking out maybe this whole section or one of the sections. So, I mean, I guess the option is there if you're willing to put the work into it. I honestly think it would look kind of weird, missing even more of the base. So, I never did it myself. And I never got the Snowbound specific one, so there's that. And also, I forgot to mention that the ramps on the side, I'll take away this dead guy, put him here, you can actually lift them up like this, because they're on some clips, so that does let a lot of light in, or, well, I mean, not in the center, but you can access it easier. And the same thing on this big front one over here, so just flip it up. So I guess if you want to play inside some more, you can. But yeah, these aren't, I don't think these are all of the Snowbound sets. I think there's a Arctic Hog that I didn't get. The one I reviewed is like the first original one, but I'm pretty sure they re-released it with some Snowbound themed figures. And I put, if you see in there, I put one of the terrain pieces from the weapon packs inside, just to give it some more detail. I mean, I know that's not game accurate, but I was thinking about the shield doors, and how there aren't any, and how instead of Snowbound, maybe they should have called this Boundless, because I know Boundless is the version of Snowbound in Halo 3 where, you know, Bungie took out the shield doors. So it's kind of interesting. I personally prefer the shield doors, and I was also thinking about it, maybe they could have implemented it with more transparent light blue pieces. Would have been kind of cool. Overall, I think this is a pretty good set. My favorite part is definitely the spire with the transparent blue pieces. I think that just looks great. It gives it a big presence in height and just size. The rest of the base itself, I think, is pretty lacking in detail. I think there could have been more in the base, like inside. It's a little hollow. Other than that, I really like the blue team flag. I really like the Arctic themed Mongoose. I wish instead of the red EVA we could have gotten a different figure than the one found in the weapons pack, but it's a little nitpicky. And I think altogether with the rest of the Snowbound sets, you know, this thing is pretty fun to play with. You just bring them in there like I showed earlier. But the set alone, I think is a good way to you know, just connect or bring together the Snowbound theme they've been doing overall. So I know I mentioned earlier that the retail price for this was $35, but in my experience, when this was selling in stores, I could easily found it for like 20 bucks, maybe even less, which I did get it for. So overall, I like this set. What other Halo maps do you guys think Mega Bloks should make in future sets? I think they should definitely do like a Blood Gulch set, or maybe Valhalla. Those would be pretty cool. Leave a comment below on that thought, or any thoughts you have on the set. Like or dislike the video, and subscribe to the Brick Zone for more video reviews and stop motions.